Yeah, g'day, my name's Glenn. This is my bike. It's an 85 Softail. I've had this bike since about 87. Prior to that, I had a few rides on a couple of Harleys. When I got it, I was only 19. So, yeah, it's been my faithful old bike all that time, and in that time, it's gone through a metamorphosis. That's why I call it reborn. So, it's a little bit like me. Well, originally I'd done about 110 since I rebuilt it the last time, but yeah, since then probably about 5,000 miles, so yeah, it's still plugging along. Well, basically I think the first thing I did was purely some preventative maintenance from a battery that decided to split and spew acid everywhere, and from there it sort of just took off, and of course you've got to rebuild it once the bling goes, so that's kind of where we went from there. Yeah, I got it rebuilt, had it in a few mags, and it was kind of a little bit different back then. It had a heap of murals and a lot of death stuff on, a lot of ghosties and ghoulies and stuff like that, but we're kind of into old school stuff. So that's kind of the basis of this bike now. It's a little bit of an old school thing. Man, I kind of dig the belt drive though. Yeah, it tends to chew my shoes up a bit, but yeah, it's got to be the pipes. Yeah, I like the sound. No, I kind of like to give it another paint job, and yeah, just something different. I just want to really, I'm just kind of a bit of a bling king, so yeah, I'd like to bling it up a bit. Riding this bike is always an adventure. Every time I jump on it, because, man, I just don't know what's going to happen with it. You know, just a couple of weeks ago, we were heading out for a weekend away and dropped into a roundabout and the front oil line blew, so, yeah, that kind of took me sideways, leftways, all over the place, so, yeah, there's always something new. Just the other day, I blew a tyre at 120, just the tube went, you know. That's just something about this bike, you know. It's interesting and it's wild. My wife wants me to sell it, something bad.
Bikes out dreams.
Just bikes.